Race fan, this course is wild, man. This is the most breakaway course I've ever laid eyes on in my entire life. Brian Davis Races, and you can too. Today we're going to talk about the Pere course, the newest addition to Tour of Americas Dairyland that's going to be taking place this summer. And it is in a town that's only like 20 minutes away from my house. So I'm super excited to have Tour of Americas Dairyland coming to my neck of the woods. In anticipation of that, I wanted to give you guys a course preview because I want as many people as possible to sign up for this race and to race in my backyard. So let's take a look at this course. But before we do, I just want to let you know that I think if this course sticks around, it has the potential to be seriously iconic. Now you're going to watch this video and you're going to say, that looks crazy. And there are elements of this course that look pretty intense. But I think when we get out there, it's going to race very differently than it looks on paper, and I think it is going to be an absolute blast. If you are looking for a four-corner industrial park crit, this ain't it. All right, race fan, before we get too far into the video, I want you to smash the like button and please subscribe to my channel. It's at Brian Davis Races in case you're watching this on another channel. And thank you for registering for Tour of Americas Dairyland and joining me in this particular course. So before we get into the drone footage and the on-bike footage, I just want to run you through the map. So we're going to do the start-finish. It's going to be right down by the riverfront. There's a huge bike path right there that you can get all the warm-up that you need. We're going to go straight into that first 180. Now that 180, it goes up into a parking lot climb, and we're going to come out of that with another 180 to the top of the climb, and then we're going to get out of the parking lot onto Broadway, which is the main drag over the Pere downtown. We're going to go right on George Street, left on Superior, left on James Street, and then back onto the main drag, and then we're going to go left on William Street. Now, William Street is a screaming downhill, so be ready for that. And then there's a long straightaway for the start-finish. So plenty of opportunity for passing on Front Street, George Street, and James Street. But other than that, it's going to be very strung out and very straight and very breakaway friendly. All right, friends, we're going to do a sped up lap here. We're just leaving the start finish now. We're heading toward that first 180. There's the bike path on the right where you can go up and down to warm up, no problem. We're going to make this button hook 180 left. Yep, there's a little manhole cover there to pay attention to, but I think the racing line is going to be inside of that, so it shouldn't be an issue. Some amount of broken pavement on this climb. It's not tragic, but it's definitely things you want to pay attention to. Little chunk here on the right, that's pretty busted up. But these cars will be gone, so there'll be a lot more lines on race day. And then we're going to get up to this main drag. We're going to jump down the driveway apron to get onto the main drag, and then we're going to take this first right. Now, traffic-wise, this is going the wrong way on a one-way street, but obviously when it's race day, these streets will be closed. So we're going to be ripping up. Now, we're going to be on George Street. And then we're going to be 2 blocks in, and then we're going to make our left here on Superior. All right, so as we approach this 90 degree into Superior, just note that that pole there to the right into the sidewalk, but you know, if tragedy happens, that might be an area to pay attention to. So another pretty standard left-hand turn. Now again, this is going to be the wrong way on a one-way street, so we're going to go through cruising down here. It's not one way yet, but in the next block it's going to be one way, and we'll be going down the wrong way. Again, this will all be closed, so no big deal. Go down the wrong way here, and we're going to turn right back onto the main drag of Pere, Wisconsin. All right, let me work my way through here, through this traffic, and then we're going to go left here on William Street, and again all these streets will be closed, so we'll have a ripping big fat turn into this, and then this is where that downhill 90 gets a little tight. There's a little bit of lump down there in the bottom of that apex, but no big deal, and then a tremendously long start finish straightaway, so you can wind up a huge sprint and beat these people on the bike path easy peasy. So that's the onboard. Let's take a look at the drone footage. All right, on the drone footage, let me remind you that downtown Pere is a really, really cool little town. There's coffee shops, there's restaurants, there's plenty of stuff to do with the family and the kids. There's this bike path that runs along the side of the course, so great opportunity to warm up or have other people in your party have some entertainment options when they're in town. So this is the route down into the, after the start finish, this is the road down into the first turn, this 180 button hook. We'll take a closer look at this turn so you can see the racing line is probably inside of that manhole cover for the most part, at least at speed, so no big deal. And we're going to go up this parking lot garage. Now, that climb is a little bit more significant than this video portrays, so just be aware of that. It is fairly steep right there. And we're going to get out of this parking lot. We're going to go left at that apron onto the main drag, and that'll take us down Broadway briefly, and then we're going to turn right onto George Street. and there's a skinny up here. We're going the wrong way on a one-way, but the roads will be closed, so no big deal. We're going to go down George Street a few more blocks, and then we're going to get up to Superior, and we're going to take our left-hand turn on Superior. The only thing to pay attention to at the Superior turn is there is a utility pole that's past the turn, but just something to be aware of. I'm sure there's going to be a mattress covering it. I don't think it's a big deal, but just so you're aware that that exists. And then we're going down a pretty straightforward residential street. We're going to turn left at this first intersection right away, and now we're going back down James Street. The medical tent appears to be somewhere in this area on this block. I do want to draw your attention to, as James gets closer to Broadway, right where this intersection is, we're going to go straight at this intersection, and there is a skinny up point right there. So maybe if you drop the hammer right there, you're going to turn right onto Broadway. That might be an opportunity to put in an attack on the opposite side of the course than most of the attacks are going to occur. And then we're going to go back down Broadway Street for a hot minute here, and we're going to be turning left on William Street, and that's the downhill. Again, it's more downhill than this video portrays. Sharp 90 degree, and then we're going to finish to the start finish line. Button hook here, and there's definitely a big hop in the pavement here going into the turn, and then after you come around, you definitely have some broken pavement there, and then this is up a little slight incline here. Another button hook. Definitely some bumpies up here on the inside. And then we're going to come out to this apron to be on the main drag for just a half a block. So you're going to go left here and go right on George Street right there. I cannot do that in the car because it's a one-way. This is all it's going to be. And this is a great corner here, no problem. You're going to turn up into that one-way. And then we're going to go right through this corner here. And the only thing to pay attention here is a little broken pavement, but that guy right there. Watch out for that pole, friends. Where you're going to want to start leaning in is right here where this broken bit is, which kind of sucks. But this is our route. But we're going to, in the race, we're going to go straight here and get up on this little skinny up pinch point. Pinch point! Now I got to go around the block. I was saying, on this road, you're going to come through this pinch point, going the opposite way of traffic, and then we're going to make this right onto the main drag here. And this corner looks great, no issues there. And then I assume we're going to have all four of these lanes to get some passing done, to get a breakaway started on the other side of the road, gutter people in the wind. All right, here we're gonna come screaming down the main drag, and we're gonna go left down here. This corner looks totally fine, no issues there, but this is a pretty good drop of a downhill. And then at that stop sign, we're gonna turn left. So we're screaming down this hill. You definitely have a big lump there to pay attention to. We've got a sewer grate here on the corner, but otherwise it should open up into the main drag. That's going to take you all the way down to the start finish. So pretty straightforward there. Please smash the like button, subscribe to the channel at Brian Davis Races on YouTube. I thank you for your time today. If you have any questions about this course or Tour of Americas Dairyland, leave it in the comments below. I will absolutely get you the correct answer. This course is going to be awesome. It is going to be a breakaway course. It's going to be a hard race course. It's going to be strung out straight. I think it's going to be much safer than you might think when you first look at this course, because the turns are tight. It's going to require people to be single file, and I am desperately looking forward to racing. We'll see you out there in June. Register now.